Hello everybody, welcome back. This is your friend Trickman01, and I'm doing a little bit of an impromptu right now because I have decided, probably against my better judgment, that I'm going to go ahead and land on Minmus. I was just going to fly by and do an encounter so I could get lots of science, but I'm thinking I have enough fuel where I will be able to land on Minmus pretty easily. The reason I say that is because it takes very little effort to escape Minmus's influence. You can actually get a Kerbal in orbit, one of these guys in orbit, just by using RCS from their jetpack. So this should go pretty well, I think. And you can see we're already beginning to land, slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and extend our gear like that. And I guess we can go ahead and use RCS to slow us down a little bit instead of instead of using our normal jet fuel. There we go. Okay, I see what I was doing wrong. Let's go back to this and we'll do no. Yeah, this way. Use our RCS, that way we can save some of our fuel for liftoff. And yeah, this is a pretty slow and painful process, but gets the job done. Oops, wrong way. Let's try to slow ourselves down quite a bit using only RCS as much as possible. So far it's working pretty well. And oops, turn back on RCS. Yeah, I think this is going to work out. So I will get back to you guys as soon as we are just a little bit closer and we're making our final descent. Alright, and we are on our final landing. And bonk! Looks like we have successfully managed to land on Minmus, so we can turn off SAS. And Bill, you are the first Kerbal to... Oh, look at how happy he is. You are the very first Kerbal to land on an interstellar body. So congratulations on that. Let's see if it probably won't. Oh, we did collect. Ooh, we collected the temperature. And we get 40 science from that. So let's do some mystery goo. Another 50 science there. And let's get you out on well, let's review the data we have. An EVA report. Let's go ahead and transmit that. The mystery goo we do not want to transmit, and the material study we do not want to transmit. So we'll keep both of those. But we needed to do the EVA to make room for more EVA. So let's go ahead and EVA. And let go. Whee! Ooh. Very little gravity on Minmus, as we know. Alright. First of all, let's take a screenshot. There's a shot of Kerbal anywhere. Nope. Hey. Oh, whew, good. Camera's freaking out there for a second. And screenshot. Nicely done. So we can go ahead and plant our flag now. Plant flag. Zoom out just a hair. There is our flag. Whoop. first. Landing on Minmus. Take that, Jebediah. He is showing Jebediah who is boss. Oh man, our flag's not very well lit, but that's okay. So let's do an EVA report real quick. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump into low gravity. So we'll keep that data, and we'll go ahead and take a surface sample as well. 150 science from a surface sample. You sneak a taste of the surface sample. Nope, it is definitely not made of delicious dessert products. Not sure how he got it in his helmet, but Bill seems to be interested in tasting surface samples. Let's jump, see how high he goes. Don't want to jump too high or he'll end up in orbit. Oh, he was just literally floating there for a second. Alright. So let us go ahead and jump. Jump. High. Yeah, we went too far, Bill. This may take a couple tries, but you'll get it eventually. Bonk. Alright, you ready? And grab, grab, grab. Nope, no grab. He's got plenty of propellant in case we end up needing... Whoop, you're under the ship now. Woo, he's spinning around like a madman. He must be getting motion sick at this point. Alright, let's try getting a walking start maybe. I may have to use the propellant to do this, but... dang it. Oh, bonk. Alright, let's go ahead and use the propellant, I guess. And we'll do this. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Haha. Alright, so now we're back inside the ship. I'm not going to quick save just yet because I don't want to not be able to get off of Minmus. Which side of Minmus are we on anyways? We are on this side, so we need Minmus to get about over... anyways, over onto probably this side of the planet so we can get a nice burn and get our periapsis as close as possible to Kerbal. It shouldn't take too much, I don't think. So let's go ahead and fast forward time until we get to that point. See Jeb over there just spinning around like a madman. I think Bob kind of crashed into the moon at one point. At one point his orbit was showing that he was going to do a gravity turn around the moon and get flung up into space, but his ship has since disappeared. It's nowhere to be found, so the only thing I can surmise from that is that he crashed into the moon. Alright, so once we get to be about right, here I think we should be pretty much facing Kerbal. Oh, actually we're on complete opposite side. Huh. Well, let's do this. Let's keep an eye on where we are and see, it doesn't appear to be moving. Oh, wait, hold on. So as soon as it turns toward the inside here, we'll go ahead and launch and see what happens. Right there should be good. That's what I hate about this time warp. Alright, you ready? We're gonna do this, Bill. In 3, 2, 1, launch. Whoa. Something went very, very wrong. I did not have SAS on. That's what went wrong. Crap. Alright, let's try this again. Dang it. This whole thing could be for nothing. Alright. As soon as you get out of... Oh, gosh. So much sweet, sweet science. Oh, well. Alright, that may be another rescue mission we have to plan. Crap. And now I'm out of monopropellant. Well, Bill, I don't know what to do here. You have a lot of science in your pod. So let's go ahead and review what you got. For sure we can transmit that. And should have an EVA report somewhere, right? Well, Bill, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking if we transmit data, we'll still get quite a bit of science, and Minmus has enough biomes where I don't feel like we'll have wasted too much data. So I'll go ahead and transmit everything, which I can actually do by doing this, I guess. Let's wait for the antenna to load up a little, or the electric charge. And then, Bill, I'm not sure what's going to happen to you. We're just going to leave you to your own devices and hope for the best. So as soon as it gets charged, we're going to go ahead and transmit the data. Then we're going to head back to the Space Center. Might take a couple tries. I didn't put very many battery packs on this thing. Alright, maybe we should stop. Wait for it to charge, and then we'll transmit again. And go ahead and transmit some data. Done. Not sure what that means. Hopefully we didn't lose out on some science, but we're going to go ahead and go back to the Space Center now. Well, maybe. Oh, ship's throttled up. Turn off RCS, turn off SAS. Go back to one time. So let's go back to the Space Center and see what we can spend our science on. Alright, so we have got... Oops, wrong way. Here. What should we... I really don't need any of these rover parts at all. But I'll have to unlock them eventually. We have 152 science, so we can unlock not quite this. Decoupler. Little fuel tank. An adapter, nothing major there. Not really interested in the aerodynamic parts. Not too interested in these parts either, to tell you the truth. I really want either this or this, I think, next. So that would require me to get 8 more science, which I think I can do pretty easily, actually. Let's do this and head to the launch pad. To the best of my knowledge, I haven't taken a temperature sample from here yet. And that's only 2.4 science. So not as much as I was hoping for. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get something like another, let's say, 6 science or so. And I'm going to work on getting one of these. Probably, I'm thinking this one, not this one, this one, just because of the barometer. Wait, no, this one, just because of the barometer. That'll be able to get us even more science per mission, and hopefully help us unlock the tech tree just a little bit faster. So I will be right back as soon as I have 6 more science. Alright guys, welcome back. I've gotten a little bit more science, as you can see. Basically I just flew to a biome on Kerbal that I hadn't been to yet, like 5 feet to the shores of Kerbal, and I did a surface sample EVA crew report, all that good stuff. And I'm torn now. I know I said I wanted to do the barometer thing here to get more science, but I could also really use this engine right here. It's got a max thrust of 650. It uses quite a bit of fuel, but we also unlock this fuel tank when we do that, so I could make an asparagus type rocket to get us farther into space. Still not sure what's happening with poor Bill over in Minmus. I'm pretty sure he's going to crash into the moon. By moon, I mean the moon of Kerbal, not necessarily the moon, M-U-N. Anyways, moving on. I think I'm going to go ahead and get this and save some of this stuff for later, because I think I can do some further space exploration, maybe even start some of my rescue missions if I unlock this engine. So I think that's what we're going to do. Eventually I'll also have to unlock this so I can unlock whatever this is and get to the next stage where I get the big skipper engine. Wait, this is the skipper engine, where I get the big orange tanks. But until then, we're going to go ahead and unlock that. Oh, and we'll also get the nuclear engines, which I need a lot for deep space exploration, because those things are super efficient when they're in a vacuum. So there's that. Alrighty, so we are going to work on designing a new ship with our new parts that we've unlocked, and we're going to find out what happens to Bob. Actually, let's see if we can't do that. We can speed up his misery, shall we say, his fate, because he's still in the air. He's starting to go down now, but let's keep an eye on it and see what happens, see if he survives. Let's go a little bit faster. And no, he did not survive. Oh well. These things happen. I wanted to keep the science, that's why I didn't rescue him that time. I didn't do a quick save for a long time before that, but he is immortal. He'll be back in our roster sooner or later. So let's go back to this space center now. And I will see you guys when I design a new rocket. Or actually, I need to see how long this video has been so far. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But if we have time, I'm going to go ahead and design a new rocket and we'll do a test flight with it. So I will let you know in just a second. Alright guys, we are back. After doing some video editing, I realized we have a little bit more time left for this episode, so we are going to go ahead and look at this new ship I built. Oh yeah, power. And we're going to give it a quick test flight, try to get it into orbit, and that will probably be the end of the episode. And then we will decide if it gets in orbit and has to have plenty of fuel. We'll decide what to do with it on the next episode. So let's go ahead and give it a quick test flight, and let's see how well it works. Hopefully, it is a catastrophic success. Ooh. Looks like I never picked up one of our other test crafts, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and launch this one. 3, 2, 1, ignition! So this one is not an asparagus design. It's I believe asparagus kind of goes around. This one just loses an outer layer, and then there's the next layer, and then we throttle down. We don't want to go too fast, under about 13,000 meters. 13 kilometers, so to speak. But anyways, so you see the outer layer has been lost, so we need to speed up to try to stay right around 200. But you don't want to go, like I said, over about 200 meters per second when you're under about 13,000 meters, because it basically wastes excess fuel. So the more you can throttle down while you're in the thick part of the atmosphere and stay around 200, the better. Or so I've been told. Alright, so let's see where we are. Here's our apoapsis, about 15,000. Pull up that thing. Our nav ball. Right, so now we can kind of start to gravity turn just a little bit. We're out of the thick part of the atmosphere, so we can also do that. Throttle up, that is. And so we are making really good progress. I think my... Nope, not quite. I thought the second stage ended, but we can go just a little bit further on it. Alright, now let's see where apoapsis is. Oh, right there. So let's go ahead and finish off our gravity turn. Burn straight to the horizon at this point. Try to make a nice orbit. And we'll pull up our resources as well. I think we should have plenty of fuel in this stage to get to orbit. Like I said, we're going to burn straight to the horizon. So our apoapsis shouldn't raise too much higher from there. Obviously it's going to raise a little bit, but it's okay. We'll be in space here in just a moment too, so we still have over half of the fuel left for this stage. And as soon as we get into space, we'll go ahead and cut our burn completely and wait till we get to our apoapsis, and we'll burn a little bit more at that point. So we are officially in space now. You can start to hear the music right about there. Let's go ahead and cut it, and then we'll wait to get to our apoapsis and we'll burn a little bit more. But yeah, overall I'm really liking this design. We can get into orbit without having to burn any of our this guy up here. We'll be doing pretty well, especially when we can use this design a little bit later to add a to send up multiple parts to try to be more efficient, and we can burn deep into interstellar space. Alright, let's line up prograde. And we'll burn in about 3, 2, 1. Burn. Switch over to our map screen. Orbit is coming very, very quickly. I hope. Our periapsis should be coming out right about now. That's good enough for me. 138. And it's pretty close to circular. If we look at it from this angle, let's get rid of this. Alright, so we're in space and we still have quite a bit of fuel left in this stage, actually. Well, okay, we don't have very much fuel at all left in this stage. But we have enough to get started somewhere. How much? That fuel tank is empty, that's good. That's what I wanted. Just wanted to make sure it used it. So I think, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. And in the next episode, we will decide, hopefully, where we want to go next. I'm thinking we may be able to encounter either Eve or Duna and get a lot of science from doing that. We'll at least be able to do a crew report and everything. Or the other thing we could do is we could do a rescue mission for I forgot who's on this thing, but whoever's on this, we could try to get them in a rescue mission. I think we need science though, so I'm thinking in the next episode, and I'm not making any promises, but I'm thinking in the next episode we might do an Eve encounter, and then after that try to return to Kerbal, or at the very least transmit our science back from Eve. And I think that's what we'll do. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Of course, this is your friend Trickman01. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.